heart recalls the shadow to come and blanket our mirth. The trees all bare and of their green, no voice did dare to sing, for death had come to find our home, and sorrow would she bring. But how this cheerless time did come is a story I now tell. It started on that first spring morn, one I remember well. A merry day to laugh and dance as life sprang from the field, and to glean from a lover's eyes what tomorrow might yield. In our fair town of Gantry, dreamers and minstrels abound. There a place more lovely than her ever to be found, and on a day such as this the gala went into night, where hearts would leap and faces glow amidst a bonfire's light. Now many did a man find the comfort of a maiden bell, to hold and kiss and fall into that ancient springtime spell. Yet our young lord of Gantry had none to sit at his side, banged with a heart full of longing, this his face could not hide. Oh, poor, sweet, gentle Bailey, who fought to keep tears at bay, had given his life to townsmen, that was his noble way. No time for sweetheart courting, for a man made such as this. Yet on this most of festive days, his lips burned for a kiss. The tongues of flame reached high, the hands are raised in prayer. The magic of that dancing fire revealed a lady fair. Her eyes were soft like moon's frail light, and hair black as the night. Her feet bare on the earth's cool bed, all were struck at the sight. Only had the angels ever seen a beauty like she bore. From where she came it matters not, though some say heaven's door. Would you believe our good Bailey stood out and stretched out a hand to ask a dance with this fair lass in our merry old band? Solemn days gave to happy times, for love had found our man. She broke his spell of sadness as none but true love can. The days of spring's betrothal as summer did set in, gold season so bursting of life, the sun shone its full grin. Oh, gentle, sweet Bailey has seemed as born anew, for the quick arrow of love had found its mark so true. He tied round the neck of his love a charming scarlet red lace. Oh, how she wore it train of joy, church bells rang in the air. All the good folk of old gantry had so proudly been there. No soul was found, but there were love was to be made as one. Yet doom did come and break the spell before the deed was done. By some brutal jest of fate, ships came from far east. Though steel and torch they laid waste to all they seemed as beasts. Children had died and mothers wailed as they did plunder our land. Lost were the folk of gantry to even muster a stand. And though the blood of many men had so sadly been shed, I feel the worst of tragedy has yet to have been said. For those wicked and vicious men did take both lovers ashore and tie young Bailey to a rock on that jagged old shore. A heart set afire with rage, he scarce could take the sight. The ships did sail with his love, the chains he could not fight. Try though he may, the steel too great, and helpless he was bound. Shout he did yet to no avail, no hope could be found. The fleet had run far out to sea, he did cry out, Lord, why? Why must you take my beloved and not bring me to die? Now just as he did say this, a boat came toward the land, and tied and bound up to the mast, a young woman did stand. His eyes and heart did strain to find who this lady could be, yet far distance marred the sight, but one thing he could see. Yes, by the light of setting sun, now blowing in the air, were dark threads of a maiden with such knightly black hair. Around her neck a scarlet lace, red as the blood just spilled. There could be no mistaking it, a moment all was still. Before his soul had found its hope, an arrow pierced the sky. A flame it was to meet its mark as it fell from on high. The bow of flame did start, and quickly it did spread, and take a hold his beauty, of whom he was to wed. That boat did burn and burn and burn before our young man's eye. The memory unto this day does move heaven to cry. So now our good old Bailey spends life hoping to die. No tears does he ever shed, in truth the dead can't cry. as he was and as he will be, till ash coming to ash. Alas, I sing fate's parting jape, yes, only this do I know. If far, far on o'er the sea to the east you were to go, you'd find an old beauty there, forever facing the west, who'd say she waits her Bailey, of whom she does love best. For you see, on that dreadful day, those devils did take her lace, tie it round woman long dead, for he'd ne'er see her face. So our good gentle Bailey saw what seemed his lady to burn, the truth of which so unhappily he was never to learn. The autumn came, the flowers fell, the birds did take to flight, and the folk of our gantry mourned for the passing of light. Summer had gone and winter crept in the waning of day. In his tomb of such loneliness, Bailey lifeless did lay. How could a love so pure and true come and leave him as quick? The candle glowed so brightly before fate cut it quick. A lover left to wander, believe his lady's no more, for surely would he spend his years to knock at death's dark door. For man to give of himself and in another be whole, comes with the price of daring time to come and sever his soul. To live in love of mortal prize does breathe both joy and woe, and climb the heights of ecstasy just to be cut down low. For seasons run eternally, of this we can be sure, and the span of one single life, a living by the shore. The waves run unceasingly to come and to carry away the riches only made of sand, and night replaces day. The days were short and nights long, as winter touched the earth. My heart recalls the shadow to come and blanket our birth. The trees all barren of their green, no voice did dare to sing, for death had come to find our home, and sorrow would she bring. For death had come to find our home, and sorrow would she bring.